All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. And my name is Judson Powell. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Please hit all the buttons for me, and I would appreciate that. All right, of course, we're going to talk about Her Majesty the Queen today. And I guess I sat back a little bit, but I got a crazy, I got a crazy conspiracy theory that I'm going to put out there on my next broadcast. All right. So my next program, that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about this conspiracy theory, of course, dealing with offset. All right. And I'll just put it like this. I guess we talk about ISIS too. Okay. Anyway, so I want to talk about the Queen because I saw like a lot of different, posts. Some people were like, oh, the Queen, and then other people were like, F her. I'm glad she gone. And what was that one? The girl said that she hoped she died an excruciating death and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to talk about that just for a couple minutes. And the thing about it is that I know that a lot of people around the world feel that way because at one point, England pretty much colonized between them and Spain. They pretty much colonized the entire world. So when you look at it like that, that's and they did a lot of raping and pillaging. That's what we'll just say it like that. All right, and they destroyed a lot of people and a lot of people's lives and a lot of people's everything. Slavery, and then indentured servitude, people doing all kinds of stuff, and it was all going what to pay to the crown. All right, and let's not forget, according to them, we don't know if that if that's been critically race theoried out of the picture or not, right? We have no clue. Why? Because everything that they do basically is a lie, a cheat, a steal, right? And so you got to understand that there's a lot of people around the world that are like really upset, really upset at the whole thing. And just look at all of the things that the British Crown has stolen, her lineage and her bloodline and everything. It can be traced all the way back. It ain't like us where they took us and destroyed all of our records and all of our there's no records unless you can find the village where you're in Africa where your people came from, or the village in America, quote unquote Turtle Island, right? Or you can find where your folks were from in Turtle Island, or where your folks were from in the Amazon, or where your folks were from in Mexico and all that. So you understand what I'm saying. So there's no way that anybody else on earth can really trace back their entire lineage, and it's not just them. There are royals pretty much in every European country, right? And all of it is based after what? After the Queen of England or the King of England, whoever it is now, right? So that pisses a lot of people off. Let's not mince words. Yeah, it's pissing a lot of people off. But then on the second hand, I look at it, and now I'm gonna go to my uncle Ruckus moment, and be like, but the one thing that you do have to realize is that she's somebody's mama, and she's somebody's grandma, somebody's great grandma, right? And so those people, while not 100% completely innocent, still in the grand scheme of things, that's somebody's mama. And so even if and you know good and well, hey, if that was your mama, you wouldn't want nobody to speak badly or adversely about your mother. I mean, right? So you gotta kind of balance it with a little bit. And then the other thought that came to my mind was, I was like, well, basically, to hell with it, because and just go completely in. But then just thinking of you got to think from both ways. And then and then on that side of thinking both ways was the fact that y'all didn't get at her while she was here. Nobody, I mean, I know there were isolated protests and this, that, and the other thing, but y'all didn't get at her while she was here. And now, and I don't know if it was because, and excuse me, I'm not trying to bring gender into this, but could it be because she was a woman? So there was not a lot of protesting to be done. But come on, they condoned apartheid. All of the racial stuff. I mean, she's been alive. It wasn't like she just, showed up on the scene. She's been alive through all of the Jim Crows and the Brown v. Board and the Roe v. Wade and all of those things that occurred, and all it said was, look, this thing is based upon race, and they never did anything to try to stop it. And in fact, they did everything they could to try to keep it going. Why? Because those diamonds that were coming from the bottoms of those diamond mines, and the gold that was coming from the bottoms of those gold mines, was going to her. And we talk about for a long time, and her family. Y'all saw that, I put it on my Facebook, but y'all saw that diamond. What did I forget the name of it, but it's huge. It's like my fist. And I'm like, really? Really? And then to find out all the stuff that went down, and that like, basically small diamonds were worthless, but they was making everybody around the world practice this form of marriage and courtship and all of that kind of stuff. Y'all don't realize that, like, the foxhole runs deep. I mean, it runs like super deep. So most of the things that we do culturally and everything like that, those are things that the crown, made us do, including our religions. And I don't want to know, oh, Jesus, that's another lie they made up. King James in that bloodline, he's one of the nastiest SOBs that came through their bloodline. I mean, they got all kinds of people in that bloodline. Go and study. That's why everybody get mad at me. And the only thing I put down is like go study, because don't come at me. I didn't write the books. All I did was read them. I mean, come on, y'all. You got let's get. You have got to start looking deeper. So now, and to tell you the truth, that and the Vatican, those are like the last bastions of white supremacy. See, y'all are cool to the Roman Catholic Church as long as because they know you come in 45 minutes to an hour, you out of there. Give me your money, bye. We charge you to christen your children, do all that stuff, right? Back in the Borgia Pope days, we charge you to get out of hell, charge you to get out of purgatory, right? Come on, y'all, wake up. That's what I'm saying. It ain't hard. It's not hard to try to figure none of this stuff out. And then now, stop trying to defend things that it's ridiculous to try to defend some of this stuff nowadays. And now that we really know, and now see social media and all of the cameras and all of that kind of stuff is starting to, people who were hiding behind lies are now being exposed. People that were hiding behind lies are now being exposed for what they are. Why should you pay? Right? Just think about the why should you pay? And keep paying. They won't even let you look. They won't even let us have solar energy because they can't figure out a way to charge you for it. If they figured out a way they could charge you for the sunlight, then believe me, that it's what was that comedian say? They charge you for a breath of air. I'm just saying. So how long y'all gonna keep on believing all the stuff that they keep saying? And how long y'all gonna keep falling for the stuff, the okie doke? You gotta start studying and start taking your knowledge and using it for wisdom instead of just, everybody want to be a rapper, a producer, this, that. I wanted to do it when I was young too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing everybody, but look, there's also a dude that's making little nuts and bolts and screws. What we in law school, we used to call it widgets, right? It's somebody out there that's making widgets that's a billionaire for making screws, to screw one screw into a car or something like that, right? And they got a contract with a major automaker, and all they do is make the screws, right? And there's a dude somewhere, a billionaire, doing that, right? But y'all, y'all don't want to do that. If they, but you get the, twerking and all that kind of stuff is fine. And don't get me wrong, I love that about black people. Don't get me wrong, but we also got to realize that, hey, we got to temper that with some folks out there, and we got to start showing some folks that are out there, because they are out there. They really are. There's a lot of people out there, but the mainstream media is never going to put them on. They're going to get to be to a certain point so that they can have a little bit of this or a little bit of that. That's why I never really worried about all those, everybody, I got this many followers, this many views, and blah, 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 blah. You know what? I never really worried about that. You know why? Because if I got one person, that's all I need. If I can make a difference in one person's life, hey, that's what it's all about. Everything else is BS. It's like, if they ain't trying, everybody out here doing all this different stuff, it's like, what? But find out the origins of the stuff that you're doing. Because what you're doing is you're putting spells and curses and all that kind of stuff upon yourself. That's why they call, and once again, it's easy stuff. That's why they call it spelling. That's why the words and all that stuff, everything that you say, you have to contemplate what you're going to think and what you're going to say before you do it, because it means something. And I'm going to show you what the Queen's death means. And I think I've waited enough time afterwards, but and all the other people that are in the metaphysical community that kind of reached out to a brother and stuff like that. So I've been on my same course, and my course finally hit the rock. I ran aground, doggone it. But we all still alive, and we got the belly of the ship is full of food. Believe it, y'all. The earth and the world and all of that as we knew it is not going to be. And look, be chill about it. Laugh, have fun, love Love, laugh, have fun, live life, enjoy yourself. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Don't get all hung up on BS. All right. Fast 15 minutes is up. My name is Judson Powell. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit all the buttons, but most of all, hit the love button. I love you.